Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access? That allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium, locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today. At Northwest Georgia Media, we're all about capturing the moments that matter to you. From sports to arts, from concerts to business events, we're equipped to share what's happening in your world, live and in high definition. We leverage cutting-edge technology and a knowledgeable crew to see that your most unforgettable events remain just that, unforgettable.
You've got the graphics at a high level, ESPN style, scoreboard angles, instant replay, anything you would expect to see on a regular broadcast, we're getting in a high school ball game.
Their setup, you wouldn't even know that they're even in the building. You just trust that they're getting the job done.
Northwest Georgia Media, where the world is your audience.
to Berry College and the Cage Athletic Center for tonight's championship game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament. Hi everybody, my name is Jeff Gable, and for the entire team at Northwest Georgia Media, we are so glad that you are with us for what is an annual tradition here in the Northwest Georgia area, and for what should be a really entertaining basketball game coming up here in a little bit. Your girls' championship game will feature the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets, coached by Jamie Eccles, against the Rome Lady Wolves, coached by Jared Hughes. And this should be a very good matchup between two teams that are kind of on a roll. Calhoun has won their first 2 games of the tournament by looking dominant, especially defensively. The Rome Lady Wolves won their opening game fairly easily, had to come from behind to beat Model yesterday in the semifinal game. But they are a very quick, athletic team that also likes to use their defense to create transition baskets. So this is going to be, I think, a game between 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Spoke to both coaches before the game, and you can tell when it's a big game because both these coaches are a little more nervous and a little bit more tight-lipped than they are for a normal game because there's a lot riding on this one. This is Jared Hughes' first year here at Rome. And Jamie Eccles has been at Calhoun for several years, but this is their first trip to this tournament. So this is a new situation for both of these coaches. Some of these players from Rome have been in this position before, but these Calhoun players, this is the new experience for them and a great experience for both teams, getting to be in this big environment, very much like a state playoff game. So the crowd is big here and still filing in, and we are so glad you're with us here on Northwest Georgia Media as we pause for the national anthem before we have the start of tonight's game. Thank you for joining us, and I want to brag about our Northwest Georgia media team because they do such a fantastic job with all the work that they put in to make these broadcasts look so professional, and this is great for these kids and these programs to have this opportunity. We're announcing the Calhoun starters first, and they are coming out with Keisha Milam, Kat Atha, Sanaya Dorsey, Jalen Moore, and Allie Duke. So that's your starting 5 for them. They will be coached, of course, by Jamie Eccles and assisted by a good friend of mine, Tommy Atha, of course, longtime football coach and athletic director at Darlington School, retired from that position last year. He helped the Model Blue Devils and Jeff Honeycutt with their football program this past year, and he's helping Coach Eccles this year so he can spend time coaching his daughter, Kat Atha, who's one of the best players in the area. As they announce the Rome starters now, Jeremiah Winston, one of my favorite players to watch. She is one of the starting guards, as is Ashanti Bowers, number 10. She'll be running the point for most of the night. Lily Blanchard, a player stepped into the starting role a few games this year and has really improved a lot and become a big part of that program. She had a good game the other day on their first round win. Brianna Griffin, of course, is one of the starters. She's been a stalwart for Rome for several years. And, of course, Mo Slocum, number 35, will be the post player. Although what Rome does with their offense a lot of times is they'll have a 4-guard set and just have one kind of post player sliding through the lane. They don't have a true post like we're seeing a lot of times, or we're used to seeing in the past. This is a team that's very guard heavy and, again, very defense oriented. And they do like to turn their defense into offense. And we are underway here as we get started. Calhoun wins the tip. And the first pass down low to Kat Atha was a little too high. It goes out of bounds, so the ball goes right away to the Rome Lady Wolves. As you can see, Rome in their white home uniforms with the red and gold trim, and Calhoun in the road black uniforms with the gold numbers and white trim. As Calhoun putting some pressure on Rome here early. They break it, get across half court, and now we'll set up their offense. Brianna Griffin gives it up to Slocum, and they go underneath to Winston, which this shot is off the glass, no good. And rebound taken by Jalen Moore. And Calhoun runs a little bit of a break there just to get it across half court and not let Rome set up any kind of pressure defense, and now they're in their half court set. Just underway here at the Cage Center, and the ball's tipped away. Lily Blanchard comes up with it. And now Rome back the other way. Skip pass over to Blanchard in the corner. Skip it right back to Brianna Griffin. And Rome being very patient. That's what Jared Hughes has worked on this year with this team. Everybody knows they're athletic and quick. He wants them to be a little bit more deliberate. And they're going to say a 3-second violation against Rome, so the ball will go back to Calhoun. He wants them to be a little bit more patient and deliberate in their half-court sets and be as effective there as they are on the break. And if they can do that, they're a tough team to stop because we know what they can do in transition. As Calhoun now back the other way, Kat Atha here on the left wing gets a high screen. She rotates it around to Allie Duke. Now to Milam. Now Kat Atha is going to pull up for a jump shot, no good, but the rebound in the lane is taken by Calhoun. Shot's partially blocked by Slocum. I think she got part of Jalen Moore's shot there. And now Brianna Griffin for Rome. Brings it across the timeline, gives it off to Bowers. Good crowd on hand here at the Cage Center here at Berry College. No score in the game yet. We played over a minute and a half. High pass in the lane, tipped away, and Calhoun's going to come out with it. They run the break to Atha in the post. She feeds it underneath. Now they kick it back out to Allie Duke, but Allie was going one way and the ball by Keisha Milam went the other. And so it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Rome. So both teams playing a little bit tight here. And still no score, and we're 2 minutes into the game. Long lead pass to Blanchard. She's going to drive the lane. She puts it up, and the shot is missed. Tipped around. Brianna Griffin comes up with it. Free throw line jumper. Back of the rim, no good. But Blanchard gets the rebound. Her shot too high, and Winston grabs it. So 3 straight offensive rebounds for the Rome Lady Wolves. And they're going to say a travel there on Blanchard as she caught the pass and kind of drug her foot there. And so Kat Atha will trigger it in. And Sanaya Dorsey, the junior guard, will bring it across half court. Dorsey drives, makes a nice move off the glass, no good. Slocum grabs the rebound, and Brianna Griffin leads the break for the Lady Wolves. Brianna gets to the free throw line, bounce pass to Winston. Her long three is no good. Goes out of bounds to Calhoun. So anybody who maybe laid a bet on the first quarter score or thought this would be a fast break shootout with a score in the 60s or 70s, it's been a scoreless defensive battle so far, and the pass there was going to be stolen by Brianna Griffin. Kat Atha tried to intercept it or at least tip it away, and she wound up fouling her, so Kat Atha picks up her first personal foul. She is the key cog for the Calhoun offense, so they can't afford to lose her. Ashanti Bowers with it, into the corner to Jeremiah Winston. Jeremiah tries to dribble, but is cut off at the baseline. She gives it to Slocum, and they're going to work the ball around the perimeter. Jared Hughes calling out a play from the sideline as the game clock is down to 15. Brianna Griffin fires up a three, back of the rim, no good. And the battle for the ball, Griffin winds up with it. Griffin drives the lane, layup is up and good. So at 4:50, we finally get a basket as Brianna Griffin gets a layup, and it's 2-0 Rome. Calhoun breaks the pressure. They fire it underneath to Allie Duke, and her layup is good. So after no score for about 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, we had 2 baskets within about 15 seconds of each other. Now Calhoun showing a little bit of pressure, but Rome gets it across. They played a little 2-man game with Winston and Griffin there. And now Bowers will set the offense. Bowers thought about driving, didn't have a seam. Now she does, but she kicks it out to Winston on the wing. Jeremiah drives in the lane. Her jump shot, no good. Loose ball is grabbed by Calhoun. They tried to throw a long lead pass, but Rome tipped it. So Dorsey keeps it. Now she kicks it out to Duke. Duke fires up a 3. It's no good. Short, out of bounds, off of a Rome player, I think Slocum. So the ball will go to Calhoun. Lady Yellow Jackets come in tonight's game at 6-5 overall. Rome is 7-1 coming into tonight. They've gotten off to a really good start. So Nia Dorsey gives it up, and there's a jump shot by Keisha Milam. And she gives Calhoun a 4-2 lead. Brianna Griffin picks up her dribble in the backcourt, gets it to Slocum across the timeline. Now they get it to Winston. She pulls up for a baseline jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Jalen Moore for Calhoun, and she finds Kat Atha, who almost had it go off her hands. And now they get it into Dorsey, and they're going to set their half-court offense. Rome comes out in a man-to-man. Dorsey lost the handle, and it's a backcourt violation. She thinks that Bowers tipped it. She thinks that Bowers tipped the ball. I don't know if it was awfully close if she did. But Dorsey was pretty sure that it shouldn't have been a backcourt, but that's what they call. And so Rome gets the ball at half court, trailing 4-2. Slocum in the corner. Skip pass is tipped away by Dorsey out of bounds. Good defense. And so Rome will inbound it here right in front of the Calhoun bench. There's a good crowd filling in here at the Cage Center here at Berry. On a cold night, great night to be inside and watch basketball. Brianna Griffin at the free throw line, guarded closely by Atha. Bowers fires up a long 3, hits the front of the rim, no good. Moore gets the rebound. Tries to find a guard, and she gives it off to Dorsey. Dorsey gets it across half court. Pulls up, gives it to Moore. Now to Atha. Rome playing tight man-to-man, and they're going to say a charge on Kat Atha as Mo Slocum took the contact, and that's going to be Atha's second foul. So she's going to have to sit down here in the first quarter. That is going to be tough for Calhoun because she is one of their most dynamic players. She saw a seam there for a second, but wasn't enough room to avoid the contact, and Slocum took the charge. So Calhoun now looking like they're going to be in a matchup zone. A little bit of a 2-3 set or a 1-3-1 set here as Winston has the ball, gives it off to Bowers, and they're going to say a travel on the handoff there as Bowers drug her foot. By the way, replacing Atha on the floor is number 2, Mackenzie Cumby, 5'5" senior guard. They feed it inside to Moore. Almost lost the handle, but she keeps it alive to Cumby. Now to Dorsey. Covered tightly by Bowers. Dorsey drives, pulls up, free throw line jumper, front of the rim, no good. Griffin with the rebound for Rome. She leads the break, almost lost the handle. And they're going to say a foul there on Dorsey. That's going to be Sanaya's first, third team foul. Lily Blanchard comes out of the game for Rome. And Grace Hunter comes in. Grace is a freshman, but she's gotten some time on the floor these couple of games in the tournament. Now Bowers with it on the left wing, fires a 3, no good. Rebound by Allie Duke. And Dorsey now with the ball for Calhoun as the Lady Jackets still have a 4-2 lead. And we're getting late in the quarter. Duke fires up a 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Winston. Almost lost the handle, but she comes out of the pack with it. Leads the break, goes in the lane, lost the handle. Slocum comes up with it, I think partially blocked, and Moore comes up with a rebound. And they get it to Cumby and now to Dorsey. Dorsey's who they want to run the offense through at the point. Makes a nice move to shake Bowers. Now they eventually find Moore, And her shot rolls off the rim, no good, rebounded by Griffin. Griffin down the lane, a little Euro step, partially blocked there. Might have been Duke. I didn't see who got a hand on it, but partially blocked by Calhoun. So they regain possession, and Dorsey with it, but she picks up her dribble, and now she's in trouble. But she finds more here on the left wing as we're under a minute to go in the quarter, and a driving layup is good by Mackenzie Cumby. It's 6-2, Calhoun leads. And if you had told me that Rome would be held to only one basket in the first quarter of any game in this tournament, you could have knocked me over with a feather. Because this team loves to get out in transition and run. They're good for at least a couple of fast break baskets almost every quarter. This time Griffin drives, and she gets a layup to go with 20 seconds in the quarter, and it's 6-4. Dorsey has it. Calhoun's going to play probably for the last shot here as the clock's down to 10 seconds. Now to Moore. She's out deep. Clock's at 5. Now Dorsey has it on the left wing. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Dorsey pulls up for 3. It misses, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after 8 minutes, neither team's had a great offensive output, and Calhoun leads this one 6-4. We will take a 1-minute break and come back for the second quarter of action. You're watching the Christmas Tournament Girls Championship game here on Northwest Georgia Media.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College, Jeff Gable with you courtside as we start the second quarter of action in the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament, as the Rome Lady Wolves trail the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets 6-4 in a defensive struggle. Not the kind of start we thought we would see between these two very good offensive teams. That ball, a pass into the post to Griffin, is tipped out of bounds by Calhoun, so Rome will keep possession. Really thought this would be a run and gun fast break type of game, but it hasn't been so far. Slocum gives it out to Griffin. She steps behind the three-point line. Her shot, though, is no good. Jaylen Moore grabs the rebound for Calhoun. And here comes Dorsey leading the break for Calhoun. In the lane, she loses the ball, and Griffin had it. And Dorsey, I think, gets called for the foul. Yeah, that's going to be on Sanaya Dorsey. So she picks up her second foul as well. So two very key players for Calhoun are now in a little bit of foul trouble. Rome cheerleaders over there have been very energetic and very loud this whole tournament and do a great job of getting the crowd involved in the Rome boys and girls games. Loose ball on the floor. Slocum kind of lost possession of it. Calhoun dove to tie it up, and the alternating possession arrow goes to Calhoun, so Allie Duke will trigger it in for the Lady Jackets. In the boys' consolation game before this one, the Rome Wolves rolled to a 91-57 win over Calhoun. John McFather's team winds up in the third place position in the tournament. Jump shot by Allie Duke is no good, lost out of bounds off of a Rome player. I think it went off Griffin. So Calhoun will keep possession here. Allie Duke inbounds the ball, too high, off of Cumby's hands. Jared Hughes, the Rome coach, fired up about his team's defensive pressure there. And so the Lady Wolves will inbound the ball. Again, we want to thank all of our outstanding crew that have been working here for Northwest Georgia Media with these broadcasts, and they make this look extremely professional. Cameras by Zane Nicholson and Kayla Bice, Jesse Vitello and Alyssa Laney, our director Mike Garrett, Nathan Patterson, of course, our replay director, and our scoreboard run by David Corbin. They all do a fantastic job, and we're glad you're joining us here. As Griffin works the ball around the perimeter for Rome, pulls up for a jump shot off the elbow, and it's good. And Winston gets her first 2 of the game, and it's tied at 6-6. Sanaya Dorsey hands it off to Milam, now to Moore. Allie Duke with it, now to Milam. Dorsey drives, and her shot is missed, but she drew a foul. That foul is going to be on Grace Hunter. And so that's going to put Sanaya Dorsey at the line for 2 shots. Her first free throw is good. It's her first trip to the line tonight, and that's her first points of the night. So she'll get 1 more. And the second one is good as well. So they lead 8-6. Back the other way is Rome. Hunter looks and finds Griffin top of the circle. Not a lot of open looks for Rome. Calhoun is playing good defense, staying in front of these talented Rome offensive players. Hunter fires up a 3 from the corner, off the rim, no good. They fight for the rebound in the lane, and it's Hunter that comes away with it. And they're going to say a tie up there, so the alternating possession arrow will go to Rome. They get it into Brianna Griffin in the lane, but her short bunny shot won't go, and Moore grabs the rebound. Moore's got to have at least 5 or 6 rebounds so far in this game. Dorsey pulls up for 3 for Calhoun, and Bowers gets the rebound, and she wants to run. Here come the Lady Wolves on the break. Bowers, her shot off the front of the rim, no good. Cumbie gets the rebound, and Dorsey winds up with the ball. Kat Atha's going to check back in for Calhoun momentarily. She's got 2 fouls, so does Dorsey. Not a lot of movement by Calhoun, and this 1-3-1 Rome defense making it hard for the Lady Jackets to get in the offensive set, as it's a steal by Rome. Grace Hunter steals it. She leads the break, lost the handle, it goes out of bounds. She made a nice defensive play there, but lost the handle there on the break as she got into the lane. Atha replaces Dorsey, and Jeremiah Winston checks out of the game for Rome. Lily Blanchard goes back in. Rome triggers it in. Slocum fires up a 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by Milam. Keisha Milam gets it to Atha, who fires it in the corner to Cumbie. Calhoun tries to go with a little bit of pace here. Atha thought about a 3, didn't do it, but her pass in the post is tipped and stolen by Lily Blanchard, and Rome now has the ball. They're going to run. Brianna Griffin with it. Stops at the 3-point line. They're going to set up their half-court set here. Bowers on the left wing. Gives it up to Griffin. This is like a defensive chess match here between both of these coaches. They have their teams deployed to defend very, very well. Griffin with it. Now they work it around as the shot clock's down to 7 seconds, down to 5 seconds. Bowers going to have to fire up a 3, and she hits it. That wasn't a planned offensive set, but it works as Ashanti Bowers fires up a 3, her first bucket of the game, and Rome leads 9-8. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. It's just a 30-second timeout. Again, I want to brag on our outstanding staff here, the production crew for this game, and several of our games this year on Northwest Georgia Media. Zane Nicholson, Kayla Bice, Jesse Vitello, and Alyssa Laney on the cameras. You'd never know they're not professional camera operators. They do an outstanding job and make this production look excellent, in my opinion. Mike Garrett, of course, is our director. Our replays run by Nathan Patterson, and our scoreboard is set up by David Corbin. And they do an outstanding job here streaming these basketball games. We're having a lot of fun doing these. We've already done several games over at Model High School this year. We've got several games planned for early 2024. And we're glad you're joining us. We're glad you're a part of this. This has got to be exciting for these kids to have something like this live stream. They can go back and watch it later. They can have friends and family out of town watch it. and playing in front of a big crowd like this, because the Cage Center is getting full here at Berry College as Calhoun works the ball around in their half-court set. Atha's pass, though, is stolen by Griffin, and Rome's going to run. She pulls up at the three-point line. We're at the 3:44 mark to go before halftime. Blanchard fires up a three. Her shot no good. Loose ball in the lane. Slocum comes up with a rebound, but her putback won't go. And right back with it is Rome, and their third shot won't go either, so they missed 3 straight shots. Slocum has the ball stripped in the lane, still on the floor. And loose ball, there's a foul called, and that's going to be against Jalen Moore. It's about 4 missed shots there for Rome, but neither team could corral the rebound. And it winds up with a foul against Calhoun. That's Jalen Moore's first. And the shot is good by Slocum. Mo Slocum now has her first bucket of the game. And Rome has taken a 12-8 lead after coming into the quarter trailing 8-6. There's a 30-second timeout on the floor. Let's take that 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here to Berry College. Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College. Jeff Gable with you courtside as the girls' championship game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament is underway, and Rome has taken a 12-8 lead. And now Calhoun in the half-court set. Dorsey with the ball, and she's going to get called for a charge as Mo Slocum took the charge right there on the baseline. And Sanaya Dorsey's in some foul trouble because she's got 3 on her now. And she is their engine that leads the charge from her point guard position. And that is her 3rd personal foul here, and we are still several minutes away from halftime. Rome brings it across with Ashanti Bowers crossing the timeline. Rome looks like they are in a 1-3-1 zone. There's a drive by Winston, no good, shot missed. Slocum lost the rebound. Moore came up with it, and they're going to say a tie-up, and the possession arrow goes to Calhoun. So the Lady Jackets will take the basketball. Calhoun led this one 8-6, but Rome hit 2 3-pointers. They're midway through the quarter and have taken a 12-8 lead. And there's a foul there on Blanchard as she tried to go for the steal, but wound up fouling Allie Duke. Rome's going to inbound the ball. Cumbie gets it to Atha. They have kept Atha under wraps for most of the game. They try give and go there. Atha lost the handle. Griffin came up with it. She gives a long lead pass to Jeremiah Winston, who lays it up good. Jeremiah's got 4 points in the game, and Rome extends the lead to 14-8. Atha gives it to Moore on the right wing. She looks now, skip pass over to Kat Atha, and she's going to set up the offense. And that pass is stolen by Ashanti Bowers. She stepped in the passing lane, gets the steal, and gets the layup. And Ashanti Bowers has 5 in the game. And they've doubled up Calhoun. Now they lead 16-8. Atha covered by Winston. Gives it up to Milam. Feed it to Duke. Now in the corner to Cumbie. She puts up a 3, and it's good. Mackenzie Cumbie has 5 points in the game. That's her first 3 of the game, and it's 16-11. They stopped the 10-0 run by the Rome Lady Wolves. Winston drives, and her one-handed shot is good. Jeremiah Winston. She always has an athletic drive somewhere in the game. She will find a seam where you think there's not enough room, and she'll be able to drive and get a basket. She's got 6 in the game, and it's 18-11. Milam has the ball tipped away by Griffin, and it goes out of bounds off of her. So it'll go back to Calhoun, but a good hustle play there by Brianna Griffin. I believe Jared Hughes told me she's going to, I have to ask him at halftime, I think it was maybe Fort Valley State or Albany State where she's going to go next year and play basketball. I'm glad she's got a look because she's got a lot of talent and she'll be a good addition to some college program. Cumbie gives it to Atha, feeds it to Moore in the paint, and Moore gets the layup to go. Jalen Moore's first basket of the game. And it is 18-13. Griffin has the ball for Rome. As again, Calhoun looks like they're in a matchup zone. Winston turnaround jumper, no good, but Slocum gets the rebound and puts it back. Mo Slocum has 5 in the game now, and Rome leads 20-13. Atha skip pass in the corner to Cumbie, right back to Atha. She fires up a 3, partially blocked, I think, by Winston, and Moore went for the rebound, but fouled Slocum in the process. So that will be Jalen Moore's second foul, and Calhoun is in some foul trouble, not necessarily from a team perspective, but the 7 fouls they've been charged with are all on 3 players, Atha, Dorsey, and Moore. And those are 3 of their best players. A little bit of pressure by Calhoun, but Griffin breaks it and tries to beat the halftime buzzer with a 3-pointer. It goes off the glass and misses, but Rome will take a 20-13 lead into the halftime break as they struggled early in the game, didn't get much offense in the first quarter, but came alive there in the second quarter. And they went on a 10-0 run there for a while, and they eventually have built now a 20-13 lead here at halftime. It's been a good night of basketball, and we've got another good game coming up later tonight. The boys' championship game will feature the Model Blue Devils, who upset Rome on Saturday night, and they'll take on the Darlington Tigers. So it will be a great game in the boys' final as well. Tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back at the 2-minute mark and recap the scoring and let you know some other basketball news from around the area. But right now, we'll have some words from our outstanding business partners and sponsors. We appreciate them so much for being a part of this. And you're watching the Girls Championship game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament, where the Rome Lady Wolves lead the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets 20-13. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You look exhausted.
Dude, my to-do list got the best of me. I finally sharpened the blade, trimmed the yard, raked the leaves, and then I mowed.
Yeah, me too.
Get out. You're not even breaking a sweat.
I know. My grasshopper trimmed around the yard, power vacked the leaves, and then mowed. I did all of it without leaving my seat.
I gotta get a grasshopper.
Finish fall cleanup and be ready for winter with a grasshopper mower.
Here we go again.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
They call it Mow Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access that allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
At Northwest Georgia Media, we're all about capturing the moments that matter to you. From sports to arts, from concerts to business events, we're equipped to share what's happening in your world, live and in high definition. We leverage cutting-edge technology and a knowledgeable crew to see that your most unforgettable events remain just that, unforgettable. Northwest Georgia Media, where the world is your audience.
You look exhausted.
Dude, my to-do list got the best of me. I finally sharpened the blade, trimmed the yard, raked the leaves, and then I mowed.
Yeah, me too.
Get out. You're not even breaking a sweat.
I know. My grasshopper trimmed around the yard, power vacked the leaves, and then mowed. I did all of it without leaving my seat.
I gotta get a grasshopper.
Finish fall cleanup and be ready for winter with a grasshopper mower.
Here we go again.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College as we watch the championship game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament. And the Rome Lady Wolves, after a slow start, have taken a 20-13 lead on the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets. And Calhoun has been battling some foul trouble in this game. Kat Atha has 2 fouls, Jalen Moore has 2 fouls, and Sanaya Dorsey, their starting point guard, has 3 fouls. So they're in a little bit of foul trouble there. Leading scorer for Calhoun is Mackenzie Cumby, who has 5 points. Nobody else has more than 2 points. For the Rome Lady Wolves, Jeremiah Winston has 6 points, while Ashanti Bowers and Mo Slocum have 5 each, and Brianna Griffin has 4. So they're getting a good even distribution on offense, and they are not in very much foul trouble. So the key for Calhoun in the second half, they're playing good defense. They just have to find a way to get some more offense going, especially in the break. Everything that Calhoun has run has come from the half-court set. They have not been able to get out front, run the fast break, and get anything in transition at all. Rome is just a very quick defense, and even on a missed shot, they get back into their defensive zone pretty quickly. So Calhoun's going to have to solve that riddle if they're going to get back in this one. And Rome, for them, they're just going to have to keep distributing the ball like they are, and everybody has been an offensive weapon for them. Everybody seems confident to take a shot. Even a freshman like Grace Hunter, the reserve guard who's come in and played some this half, she took a couple of shots and drove the lane pretty confidently one time. So Rome is willing to put up the shot, no matter who has it, in the offensive formation. So I think that's their goal, is to not rely too heavily on any 1 or 2 players. A team might be able to take Brianna Griffin out and deny her the ball and not give her a lot of scoring opportunities, but if the rest of the offense is hitting, it's going to be tough. So right now Griffin has the ball, gives it up to Slocum as the Rome Lady Wolves are now going right to left, and Calhoun has come out in a matchup zone, and they're keeping Rome on the perimeter as Lily Blanchard catches the skip pass. Shot clock is at 11. Brianna Griffin's 3-point shot no good, but Lily Blanchard gets the rebound but puts her shoulder down and plows right into Kat Atha, who drew the foul. And so Lily Blanchard picks up a foul. That's her first foul. I want to make sure I update the Rome fouls as well. Grace Hunter has 1 for the Lady Wolves. Lily Blanchard now has 2. And so Calhoun now in the offensive set. Dorsey puts up a jump shot and gets fouled by Winston. So that's going to be Jeremiah's first foul. Their second of the half, and Winston's first, and it was a shooting foul. So Sanaya Dorsey will go to the line and shoot 2. She hit her only 2 attempts there in the second quarter to give her 2 points on the night. This free throw, back of the rim, no good. She'll get 1 more. And the second free throw hits the rim and misses as well. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it is off of Calhoun, so Rome will get the ball. Now Calhoun showing a little bit of full court pressure here. Griffin gets it to Blanchard, and the Lady Wolves break the pressure, and the pass is tipped away and stolen by Kat Atha. Moore tipped it away. Atha came up with a rebound. Nice dish by Dorsey and a nice layup by Allie Duke. She's got 4 in the game. And now Rome the other way with a 5-point lead. Winston in the lane. Shot is partially blocked by Jalen Moore. And she collected the rebound and gives it up to Kat Atha, and Atha's going to bring it up the court. She finds Dorsey. Dorsey to Atha. Now over to Allie Duke. She fires a 3. Off the rim, no good, and Mo Slocum gets the rebound. Griffin runs the break, but puts on the brakes there just behind the 3-point line and gives it up to Ashanti Bowers, and Jared Hughes calls the play for his Lady Wolves. Just reaching the 6-minute mark of the third quarter, and Rome leads this one by 5. Shot clock is now down to 10. Bowers works it over to Blanchard, now back to Bowers. They're running a perimeter game, trying to find something in the lane, but nothing's there. And Winston pulls up and hits a 3-pointer. Jeremiah Winston hits a 3. She's got 9 in the game, and Rome is back to an 8-point lead at 23-15. And the pass from Dorsey to Atha goes out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Rome. You feel like the longer Calhoun struggles on offense, they may be missing some opportunities to get in the game, because Rome still hasn't got on the flow offensively yet and still hasn't gotten a lot of fast break opportunities. If Rome gets their transition game working, Calhoun could be in some trouble. They're already down 8. They feed it to Winston in the lane. Her turnaround jump shot is off the back of the rim, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and Bowers comes up with it. Bowers long lead pass to Slocum. She had to jump in the air to catch that one. Looked like a wide receiver. They get it to Winston, now to Bowers. Game clock at 5:12, shot clock at 10. Brianna Griffin keeps her dribble alive behind the three-point line, gives it up to Slocum. Now a skip pass to Bowers. Shot clock's at 2. She loses the handle. It's on the floor. And they're going to say shot clock violation, so the ball will go to Calhoun. 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. And the Lady Wolves enjoy an 8-point lead. Crowd still filing in here to the Cage Center. Dorsey pulls up for a three-pointer, misses the mark, no good, and Duke can't keep it alive, so the ball will go back to Rome. Jamie Eccles not happy with his team's offensive execution right now. They seem to be rushing a few shots and just haven't got a lot of fast break opportunities either. Here comes Rome on the break. Winston puts up an off-balance jumper, no good. Slocum gets the rebound, and a jump ball situation, and the arrow favors Calhoun. So Kat Atha will trigger it in for the Lady Jackets. And they are checking with the scores table for something.
Possession to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, possession arrows going to the right place, so. Now they're discussing it, so there may be a question if the arrow does in fact favor Calhoun. So they're going to say, yeah, that the arrows does favor Calhoun. Now they're having another discussion. I don't know if the arrow didn't get changed or not. I think the play in question was the shot clock violation. Should it have changed then? As it is, we'll reset for you. Rome has a 23-15 lead. They only had 2 points after the first quarter, but the offense kind of came alive a little bit there in the second quarter. And the only basket of this quarter is a Jeremiah Winston 3. Now the official is going to speak to Jamie Eccles. And they give a thumbs up, and it's good. Confirming with Jared Hughes, so we should be ready to go here. So they inbound it, and Calhoun brings it up the floor. They get it to Atha on the left wing. Atha has not scored yet tonight. Ball in the lane on the drive is loose. Brianna Griffin comes out with it for Rome. She drives, she lost the handle. They fight for it on the floor. Now we have a jump ball situation, and the arrow this time favors Rome. Winston triggers it into Slocum. She's going to fire up a 3 from the corner, off the mark, no good. And rebound collected by Jalen Moore. They get it to Moore in the lane. She gets it to Milam. Free throw line jumper is good. So Keisha Milam hits her second basket of the game, and it's 23-17. And some pressure defense now by Calhoun. Bowers has it. And Kat Atha steals it on the floor. She has possession. She gives it up to Dorsey. Now Dorsey wants to drive one-on-one, actually a one-on-2 situation, but Dorsey gets it to go. So Sanaya Dorsey hits a jump shot, and it's 23-19. They've closed the gap to 4. Rome back the other way, not panicking. They get it to Winston. She's in the lane, spin move, puts up a shot, off the mark, no good. Moore gets a rebound. She's got to have double-figure rebounds by now. She's got to be closing in on 10 rebounds. Moore has been a really good presence there in the paint for Calhoun, and she's collecting boards left and right. They get it to Duke on the right wing. Duke wants to drive, but closely covered. She gives it up to Atha. Now to Milam. Back to Kat. Kat looks inside, feeds it to Moore. She's double teamed in the lane, makes a nice move, puts it off the glass. Good. Nice move by Jalen Moore. She's got 4 in the game, and it's a 2-point game, 23-21. Calhoun showing some pressure. Griffin fires a skip pass to feeds it a pass to Winston, who gave a nice bounce pass to Slocum, and Slocum scores. Back to a 4-point game. Should be 25-21, not 23-23. They gave the basket to the wrong team. Now they have it corrected. It's 25-23. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come right back to Berry College. You're watching Northwest Georgia Media. Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College, where this championship game on the girls' side of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament has turned into a pretty good one. 25-21 is your score. There was a little confusion about the arrow on the alternating possession, but they've gotten that squared away. And then there was a question about the scoreboard, but it's correct, so it's 25-21. Calhoun with the ball. Down here on the right end of the floor. Dorsey drives, now pulls it back. Rome just so quick on defense, it's hard to turn the corner on them. Dorsey gets in the lane, puts up a shot off the mark, no good, but Moore gets the rebound, gives it to Milam. Her short shot is no good, and Slocum gets the rebound. Now Griffin wants to run for the Lady Wolves. She gives it over on the right side, but it's off the hands of Grace Hunter, out of bounds, so it goes right back to Calhoun. Dorsey with it, gets a high screen, gives it to Duke in the corner. She fires up a 3 and hits it. Allie Duke, that's her first 3 of the game. And she's got 7 points on the night, and it's 25-24. Calhoun's cut it to 1. Jeremiah Winston with it, gets it to Griffin. She's got some room on the right side, feeds it in the post to Slocum. Her turnaround shot's good. Mo Slocum is tough to stop there on the block. She gets good position and puts it up off the glass. And her bucket makes it 27-24. Duke the other way, fires up another 3, misses. Moore gets the rebound and gives it out to Milam. Now she gives it to Atha. Atha fires it right back in the post off the hands of Moore. I don't think Jalen was expecting that pass right back to her.
Substitution for Rome, Lily Blanchard.
Lily Blanchard comes back in for the Lady Wolves. We'll see if Calhoun puts some pressure on here. Bowers and Griffin work together to bring the ball across the timeline. Now they get it to Blanchard. Jemiah Winston in the corner fires it out to Griffin. Calhoun a little bit more aggressive here on the defensive end here the last couple of possessions. We're down to the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Rome with that 3-point lead. Slocum with it, over to Blanchard. Shot clock down to 5. Brianna Griffin has it, covered by Atha. She drives, runs right over Atha, and there's a charge called. That's going to go against Brianna Griffin. Her first foul. And the turnover will give Calhoun the basketball back with 44.2 seconds left. Atha gets it into Sanaya Dorsey. There's a drive, And the layup by Dorsey misses, and Slocum gets the rebound, and she gives it up to Griffin. We're now under 30 seconds to go in the quarter as Griffin stops at the three-point line and gives it up to Jeremiah Winston. Winston calls for some help and gets it to Bowers. Griffin faced a little bit of pressure, but now gives it back to Winston, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Jalen Moore. And if that should be her third personal foul, I believe. Winston gets it into Slocum at the three-point line. She puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Milam. Gets it to Kat Atha. They want to run the break here. There's 5 seconds left in the quarter. Kat looks up, gives it up to Milam, who fires it on the left side. Nobody was there. Dorsey was coming back around and looping behind her, and Milam thought she was still on that left wing. And so with 0.8 seconds left, Rome will inbound it. Only chance is to get a heave here, and Winston does just that. Heaves it toward the basket. Actually a pretty good heave. It hit the stanchion but didn't go in. So that's the end of the third quarter, and Rome still leads, but it's a closer game, 27-24. We will take a 1-minute break and come back for the fourth quarter. You're watching Northwest Georgia Media. Back here at the Cade Center at Berry College, we're so glad you've joined us here on Northwest Georgia Media for the girls' title game here of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament. A full house packed in here at the Cade Center. People standing all around the second deck area. I don't know what you would call that. I guess a track, an indoor track is what it looks like. Second level, but people are piled up all around the railing there. In the earlier games tonight, the girls' third place game, Model won 54-16 over Darlington. And the boys' third place game, the Rome Wolves beat Calhoun 91-57. So now we're in the championship game here of the girls' side of the bracket, and the pass inside to Moore is off of Slocum, so it'll stay Calhoun basketball. Just underway here, fourth quarter. Calhoun trails the Rome Lady Wolves 27-24. Duke's looking for somebody to pass to on the inbounds, finally gets it to Dorsey. She fires up a three, and it's good. Sanaya Dorsey hits a three, and we are tied at 27. Rome only held to 7 points in that third quarter. Griffin with the ball, covered by Duke. She drives, runs over Atha, no call, and there's a layup good by Brianna Griffin. Nice ball control by Brianna and body control. She didn't get called for a charge. She had good balance, and she put in a tough shot and makes it 29-27. Rome back up by 2. Milam with it, gives it up to Atha there at the half-court logo, covered closely by Winston. She saves the ball, back to Milam, and there's a jump ball situation with Griffin. It's a tie-up, and the Rome Lady Wolves will get the basketball. So the possession arrow favors Rome. Lady Wolves inbound it with 7 minutes to go in the game. Calhoun showing a little bit of pressure here at the half-court line. Bowers gets it across the timeline, gives it up to Jeremiah Winston. Winston looks inside, nothing there, hand off to Griffin. Brianna Griffin looks, now gives it off to Bowers. Winston pulls up at the free throw line for a jump shot. It misses, goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Calhoun. So now Sanaya Dorsey will bring it up. Dorsey, the junior guard, gets a screen, gives it to Atha. She's going to fire up a three, misses. Allie Duke, though, gets the rebound, gives it right back to Atha. Lost the handle. It's off of Atha, so it'll go back to Rome with 6:16 to go. Atha fired up a shot way too strong, and then on that time she took the pass, wanted to drive, but lost the handle a little bit. Tough night for her. She has yet to score. And Slocum picks up the loose ball on the floor and puts it in for Rome. And it is 31-27. Rome back out by 4. Calhoun did have the score tied, but now Rome is back up again by 2 possessions. Atha feeds it underneath to Moore, who lays it up good. Jalen Moore has 6 in the game. And it is 31-29. Close game here, and there's a loose ball that Lily Blanchard almost lost possession, and she does, but she gets it back. Now there's a fight on the floor. Dorsey has it, gets it to Atha. Kat Atha looks up the court, and now she's going to run the offense, gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey sees a lane, drives, off the glass, good. Sanaya Dorsey. She's got 9 in the game, and it's tied at 31-31. We've got a really good championship game here. Loose ball tipped. Winston has it. She drives, bumps into a defender, Milam, underneath, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Keisha Milam.
That foul turns to Calhoun. Their first foul. To the line for Rome, Jeremiah Winston.
Jeremiah Winston will shoot 2 free throws here. Winston has 9 in the game, but this is her first trip to the foul line, and she hits the first one.
Substitution for Rome, Grace Hunter.
Grace Hunter, the freshman, checks back in for Lily Blanchard. Winston puts up the second shot, and it's good. She's got 11 now, and it is 33-31. Rome back up by 2. Sanaya Dorsey gets a high screen. Now she pulls up for a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good, goes out of bounds. Calhoun has not had a lot of success behind the arc tonight. I say that, they've hit 3. Mackenzie Cumby, Sanaya Dorsey, and Allie Duke have all hit a 3. But there have been 3 or 4 that either didn't hit the iron or were way off the mark. Pass into Winston at the free throw line. She drives, and it's good. Jeremiah Winston, tough jump shot in the lane there in traffic, but she gets it to go, and Rome back up by 4. This is a pattern the last few possessions. Calhoun will tie the game. Rome goes right back up by 4. Dorsey feeds it to Atha. She puts up a 3. Off the iron, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Tipped out of bounds by Slocum, I believe, and it'll be Calhoun ball. Allie Duke will inbound the ball, and Calhoun is going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're in the 4th quarter of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Girls Championship game. We'll be right back here on Northwest Georgia Media.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College, where things are heating up a little bit. Not only because of all the bodies that are crammed in here now as the crowd files in for these title games, but also because the score has gotten closer. It was a big Rome lead there late 2nd quarter, early 3rd quarter, but Calhoun has clawed back into this. And it is now 35-31. Rome leads by 4. 4:18 left in the game, but Calhoun has the ball. They're going to inbound it right in front of their own bench. Duke gets it into Dorsey, now to Duke. They're trying to feed it inside to Moore. They do feed it. Moore turns around off the glass, no good, loose ball, but she gets the rebound, gives it to Dorsey, now to Atha. She pulls up for three on the left wing, front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Brianna Griffin. That ball is tipped, it's loose, and still on the floor. And there's a timeout call by Jared Hughes. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. He had to run for that timeout. He sprinted down the court to get that timeout called before the tie-up situation because the Calhoun players were closing in on Grace Hunter, and they were going to tie the ball up and force an alternating possession error, which would have gone to Calhoun. But Jared Hughes came sprinting down from the Rome bench to half court to call that timeout and save the possession. He has to burn a timeout, but he does keep possession of the ball here for Rome with 3:59 to go. Jared Hughes, one of the most fun guys to talk to among basketball coaches here in Northwest Georgia. I told him when he came out he looked awfully dapper. Not the usual tracksuit that a lot of coaches wear. He came out with the suit coat and tie and dress shirt and slacks and everything. But now he looks like a basketball coach. The shirt tails are untucked. I don't know if we can get a picture of that at some point, but he's got the shirt tails out and he is coaching full on here. The pass by Slocum in the post is stolen by Atha, and Calhoun's got a chance to cut it to two again. Kat Atha with the ball, drives, feeds it into Moore, turnaround, off the glass. Thought there was some contact, no call, and Jemiah Winston comes up with a rebound for Rome. Here come the Lady Wolves as Winston looks over to the bench, and they're going to set their half-court offense here. Jemiah gives it up to Bowers, and Rome's going to burn a little time here. Hunter with the ball now to Bowers. Looks at a three, didn't take it, now gives it up to Winston. She pulls up for a running jumper, no good. Rebound is taken by Milam, and the tie-up will give the ball to Calhoun on the arrow. So Kat Atha will inbound the ball here for Calhoun in just a moment. 3:11 to go, and Rome leads by 4, 35-31 in a very low-scoring defensive battle. Both of these teams, it's not something that shows up on score sheets, but man, they have played some good defense. It's been a chess match. Every move that one team wants to make, the other team counters. And there's a pass in the post and a foul underneath on Rome. That's going to be on Mo Slocum. I believe that's her first.
Their first as a team this quarter.
So Allie Duke will inbound the ball. Kat Atha takes a jump shot, good, just inside the two-point line, but she has scored now for the first time in the game, and it's 35-33, back to a two-point game. Bowers with the ball, skip pass over to Griffin, back to Bowers, and now Winston has it. She drives baseline, kicks it out to Griffin. She fires up a three, in and out, no good. Moore gets the rebound for Calhoun, and now Atha with the ball. Calhoun a chance to tie or take the lead. Atha on the right side. Now they get it to Dorsey at the top. Bowers almost stole it, but it stays Calhoun ball. Milam's pass to Dorsey was a little bit lackadaisical, and Bowers almost got a steal for Rome. 2:24 left in the game. Atha has the ball. She feeds it in the post to Moore. Turnaround off the glass, no good. Rolls off the rim. And Rome comes out with a rebound. Brianna Griffin has it. Griffin gives it to Jemiah Winston. This Rome team, known for athleticism and running the break, they have executed the half-court offense very well tonight, and they've slowed it down when they need to slow it down. Brianna Griffin pulls up for a free throw line jumper, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and there's a foul called. And it's going to be called on, it's going to be a foul, or is it going to be, the possession arrow, I guess, on the tie-up favors Rome. So they did not call a foul, they just called a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors the Lady Wolves, so they inbound the ball with 12 on the shot clock. Winston has it, she drives, fires it off to Bowers. She sets up for a three. She hits a three. Ashanti Bowers nails her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 8 points, and it's 38-33. Rome back out front by 5. Calhoun's had to work so hard to get back into this game. But Rome trying to hang on. They feed it in the post to Moore. Turn around, the shot's not there. She gets it up to Milam. Ball fake, puts up a shot. Off the glass short, no good. Loose ball on the floor is off of Rome. It'll be Calhoun ball with 1:22 to go. They inbound it to Moore. They give it off to Dorsey. Dorsey bounce pass into Moore. She's double teamed immediately. The ball goes out to Atha. She's going to fire up a three. Off the mark, no good. And Mo Slocum gets the rebound. Slocum gives it off to Griffin. Now they get it to Bowers, and Rome's going to be in their half-court set, and they're going to burn some time. Shot clock's at 25. Game clock now under a minute. Lady Wolves up by 5. They give it to Griffin. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Jared Hughes wants them to play patient here, burn a little bit more time. Griffin drives and runs over Atha, and they're going to call the foul on Griffin. That's Brianna's second foul. Atha did a great job there taking the charge, set her feet, knew that Griffin was going to come hard. She lowered her shoulder, and she did. And so she draws the foul on Griffin. We'll keep it right here as there's a timeout on the floor. We'll reset it for you. There's 47.9 seconds left in this one. Rome leads at 38-33. After the first quarter, there wasn't much offense at all. Calhoun led 6-4. Rome went on a 10-0 run there at some point in the second quarter, and by halftime they had taken a 7-point lead. Lead was down to 3 after 3 quarters. Here in the fourth period, Calhoun has tied it on a couple of occasions, but has not been able to reclaim the lead since early in that second quarter. Rome should be able to, if they can execute, be able to pull this out, because the game clock's at 47.9 and Calhoun has not been able to score quickly or score in bunches tonight. Everything's been very deliberate. So Rome makes them work for every single point they get on the board. Nothing's come easy, and Calhoun's had to burn some time whenever they've had the ball. They've had to burn some time in their half-court set to even get some baskets. See Wayne Groves, the Darlington football coach, is here. Matt Larry, the Darlington basketball coach. A lot of players in this tournament this week have come to watch these championship games. A lot of the coaches as well. They work the ball around the perimeter. Dorsey takes a jump shot, no good, but she collects the rebound, keeps it alive. Game clock down to 31 seconds. They give the ball to Atha. She wants to drive, but she feeds it inside into Milam. She puts up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. I believe it's going to be called on Winston. Yep, Jeremiah Winston gets the foul, her second. And it's going to be a shooting foul situation for Keisha Milam. Milam has 4 points tonight, and now make it 5 as she hits the free throw. 26 seconds left in this one. The lead is down to 4. Calhoun's going to have to pressure and create some turnovers here. She misses the second shot. Ball's loose on the ground. Mo Slocum comes up with it. 4-point game, and Kat Atha fouls Jeremiah Winston. Jeremiah almost got out of that foul. Atha had to grab her jersey there. Now they may be discussing, is this going to be an intentional foul situation with free throws in the ball? No, they're just going to call it a common foul. Problem is that's Kat Atha's third foul. Need to keep her on the floor if you're Calhoun. 4-point game, 20.5 seconds left. Rome very, very close to winning another championship here. Slocum with the ball. Gets it across half court, and she is fouled, and they're going to inbound it again. Lilly checks back in for Rome. Rome Lady Wolves have won 3 consecutive gold ball trophies. They're 14.5 seconds from making it 4 straight, as there's another foul by Calhoun. They're just trying to get it where Rome is in a shooting situation, so the clock will stop and Calhoun can have a chance to get the ball back. Winston inbounds the ball to Bowers. Bowers backs out. She's waiting to draw the foul, and she does on Milam. So that will be her second foul. And now it's a shooting foul situation, so Bowers will go shoot 2 free throws. Clock's at 12 seconds. Calhoun is running desperately low on time. Bowers has 8 points in the game tonight. And she misses the first free throw. Calhoun still alive. And there's a timeout on the floor. We will take a timeout as well. We'll take a 1-minute break and be right back here to Berry College. You're watching Northwest Georgia Media.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Back here at the Cage Center at Berry College in the championship game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament. Rome Lady Wolves hanging on by a thread, a 4-point lead, 38-34 over the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets. Ashanti Bowers is at the line. She'll get one more free throw here. If Calhoun gets the rebound, they're going to have to go down the floor quick and score to stay alive in this game. Second free throw is missed. Rebound by Jalen Moore. Kat Atha brings it up, gets it to Dorsey, off of her hands, out of bounds. The ball will go back to Rome with 6.5 seconds left. That may be the nail in the coffin as Rome will inbound the ball here. They inbound it to Lilly. Lilly gets it to Jeremiah Winston. Jeremiah dribbles out the clock and gets fouled by Atha with 1.9 seconds left. That's going to be Atha's fourth foul, I believe. And it's all over but the shouting, as they say in the South, as Jeremiah Winston at the line has a chance to seal this one from the free throw stripe. First free throw is up and misses off the iron to the left. She'll get one more. Second free throw by Winston off the back of the iron. Moore gets the rebound, throws it down the floor to Atha, out of bounds, and that will do it. And the Rome Lady Wolves have won their fourth consecutive gold ball championship trophy by winning the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament 38-34 over a very stubborn Calhoun team. Lady Jackets just couldn't solve that defense by Rome during stretches. It was tough for them to score a lot tonight, and Rome did just enough offensively to hold off a very good Calhoun team 38-34. This is one of the lower scoring games in the Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament finals in recent years. It's also one of the closer games. There have been some big scores in this tournament in recent years, but this was a good game, especially in the second half. It was touch and go the whole way. It stayed a 4, 5, 6-point lead for most of the night for Rome. Calhoun, as we said, on 2 or 3 occasions tied the score there in the fourth quarter, but could never take the lead. A very good Rome basketball team was able to keep their composure, stay calm, and hold off Calhoun for the win. They bring the table out to half court now as they will do the announcements for the all-tournament team, and then they will present the runner-up and championship trophies for these two teams. Again, the Rome Lady Wolves, 38-34 final score in this one. They won the gold ball in 20, 21, and 22. This will be Rome's 15th gold ball championship. Their first one was won way back in 1992 when I was just a student here matriculating at beautiful Berry College. To give you an idea how long ago that was, I didn't have gray hair at the time, and the Cage Center did not exist. This was just trees and space out here at Berry. Basketball games were played in the old Ford Gymnasium up on the northern end of the campus. But the Cage Center's been around now for, I would say about 15 years. A beautiful facility. It is a great place to hold these consolation and championship games each year for this tournament. So they will now honor the all-tournament team, the players that played well enough to be all-tournament for this event. And they will present the runner-up trophy to the Calhoun team and then the championship trophy to Rome. It's always nice to have that big group photo of the all-tournament team at the end. King from Unity Christian is one of the all-tournament team members. Brooke McClellan from Coosa High School. I know my friend John McClellan will be happy. It's his granddaughter. Anna Hunt from Darlington makes the all-tournament team. Javia Samples from Model. Great young player for the Lady Devils. Sanaya Dorsey for the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets makes the all-tournament team. Jalen Moore from Calhoun as well on the all-tournament team. Ashanti Bowers for Rome High School makes the all-tournament team. Brianna Griffin for Rome, one of the most enjoyable players I've liked watching the last few years. The MVP of this. Jeremiah Winston wins the MVP. Amazing to see Jeremiah out there winning the MVP award for the girls bracket of this tournament. Got to be very special for her and her family as they take the players that were here to get their tournament, all-tournament team t-shirts there. Some of the better players right there in the Floyd County area as you see that. Proud of all these young ladies, and what a great game by Rome to hold off a very talented Calhoun team. And they're able to keep them in check. Calhoun did not get to run the fast break hardly at all. That's her second straight tournament MVP for Jeremiah Winston. And now they hand out the runner-up award to the Calhoun Lady Yellow Jackets. Their first second place finish. They hadn't been in this tournament in a while. And now they give the gold ball trophy to the fourth time in a row to the Rome Lady Wolves. And here come the Lady Wolves and Coach Jared Hughes has got to be proud of his team. Showed a lot of composure tonight. They don't have a lot of size. They don't have a lot of post presence. But all of their players are very good, smart, solid basketball players. Coach Hughes told me last week this is one of the most intelligent teams that he's coached, and they had full display tonight. Defensive presence, offensive execution, able to get key rebounds, never panicked when Calhoun made a run, and the Rome Lady Wolves, congratulations to them, their fourth straight gold ball championship trophy. Once again, your final score here in the girls title game of the Rome Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament, Rome 38, Calhoun 34. So congratulations to the Rome Lady Wolves, Coach Jared Hughes, and all their fans. Great Christmas present for the Rome group here tonight. Well, we will take a break and we will come back shortly, just a couple minutes before they tip off the boys game. We'll come to you and get you ready for that one. It's going to be the Model Blue Devils and the Darlington Tigers. Right now we'll break from this one and we'll leave you once more with the final score, Rome 38, Calhoun 34. For the whole Northwest Georgia media team, this is Jeff Gable saying thank you for watching. We'll be back shortly for the boys title game.